You're right, David. I played with a lot of NFL guys at tight end, but none of them were as dynamic as these two right here. And you're going to see them get the ball in a variety of ways. We're seeing offense.
And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line.
Well, it wasn't great field position to start with, and it's getting worse now. The defense gets a sack. They're getting aggressive up the field. They get to the QB, and they're sending a message.
Wants to throw. It's Nussmeier. Right down the middle. Working that left side. That'll be enough for a fresh set of downs. He gets it to the 32. Think about when Garrett Nussmeier goes into the quarterback room at LSU, and there are giant murals of Joe Burrow and Jaden Daniels. Heisman winners. Jesse, that's some pressure. But, man, if he can cut down on the turnovers, he might join them.
Yeah, there's no question about it, Reese. This guy has a lot of talent. I really also just...
Ooh, I gave it right to you. I didn't even see you a second.
Just a small return, but a big play as they have it now at the 45.
All right, good news. The game just got started. There's still a lot of football left to play. The bad news is, though, you've already now turned it over and handed the defense an interception. Quarterback's going to have to be more dialed in with his decision-making.
You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Trying play action. He'll pull it down.
Oh, come on,
bro. Lucky to get that one back, and the last thing you want is to turn it over on your opening drive.
Yeah, so we
just... This QB is so dangerous. He can get outside the pocket, and right here you can tell he gets outside the pocket. Now I got to make some decisions, man. Do I want to go chase this guy? Do I play coverage? And that's why these mobile quarterbacks can really put you in a predicament. The defense won this battle, but that guy is so hard to correct.
They'll snap it from the gun on third down. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started, in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
They'll try to quiet this crowd by moving the sticks on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. This time on target. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down. And that can really take the wind out of a defense's sails when you convert with a fourth down completion.
Great chemistry there between the quarterback and his target. Fourth down, you got to have it. You got to be on the same page, and they were there.
To call what Indiana did last year a renaissance is an insult to all renaissances everywhere. It was complete resurrection. A losing program that got 11 wins and went to the playoffs.
Coach Signetti has just galvanized this entire program. And all of a sudden, after only 1 year, the expectations are different. Could it ever happen, David? Could this team get back to the playoff again?
It was one of the biggest stories in college football. Everybody kept talking about, does Indiana deserve to be there? And now another year further down the road. Going to the transfer portal again, not having the new coach with the connection to JMU. This Indiana team can still be fun to watch and still prove a lot of people wrong.
Give to the back. And the defense knew exactly where that first down line was, and they stopped him short.
Man, that's a really good job by the defense, because when you get in that third and medium area, listen, you got to be worried about the run and the pass. Did a good job playing both, got it stopped, now forcing a fourth down.
On fourth down, he'll try to toss it. Takes a shot as he throws, and it never had a chance. Incomplete. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
Back to pass, it's Nussmeier. Grabbed over the middle, it's Brown. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. Death Valley has a well-earned rep of being intimidating. It is nice to be the quarterback, to have everything on your side.
And have everything quiet. It's the loudest place by far that I ever played. I mean, for an entire game, They are on their feet, yelling, screaming. Now listen, we can't play off.
Oh, come on, bro. Nigga,
Turnover can swing momentum. Couldn't find a ton of room on that return, but that small change, they take over at the 43. Good field position here as they start this drive from their 43.
What do you need to do that, man?
And he was fortunate
He laid on the back because he's doing the logo.
able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Awesome job up front by this defense.
Like one of them side
Being
logos.
so good at the point of attack,
Oh, yeah.
eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free.
Hey, man. And he got up. So I don't know what they were doing. Punt return or something.
Second down, he'll throw it. Caught over the middle. It's Cooper. There he goes. He's pushed out of bounds inside the 40 and the 38, and these guys are on the move.
Get the big-time receiver involved early in the game. That's a huge key for this offense, no matter who they're playing against. But you can see, with his size, with his ability after the catch, this guy is a weapon, and he's putting this defense on alert early.
That quarterback has a hose. That dude could throw it through a car wash and not get it wet. Great job of putting that ball on a line to his wide receiver.
And the Hoosiers with a second and short to keep this drive moving. Back to throw, it's Mendoza. Just a short pass to the tight end. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
Nice route there by the tight end, making it real easy for his quarterback to find an easy completion.
The Hoosiers are rolling down the field. Makes the grab. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver. And you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
That one takes it down to the 13-yard line.
Look, I know this offense didn't have the opening drive of the game they would have liked, but the defense now came away with a massive takeaway. Now you're seeing how that affects the offense. They're playing with a little bit of a pep in the step. Nice throw there, getting the first down. This offense all of a sudden looks a whole lot different than what they did the last time out.
He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. Going to work on second down in the red zone. Is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Back to pass. Quarterback adapting. Catch in the middle. It's Hemby. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. Defense has dominated the early part of this game, and the stats point that out emphatically. Both sides trying to find a little rhythm and efficiency and move the ball some here as we start the second quarter. They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. They'll dial up the run on first and goal. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown!
Oh, man.
And they finally lift the lid. Man, I didn't know if we were going to be 0-0 going into the half, going into the fourth quarter. The offense finally puts a drive together, breaks that seal. Excited to see now this opens things up, calms people down, and lets them have a little more success.
Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the PAT makes it 7-0. They marched 56 yards to the end zone. And they close the deal, pushing their way inches into the end zone. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. They're looking for something, looking for anything to try to put some kind of score on the board, down 7-0. Off the play fake on first down. Makes the grab. It's Anderson. They finally get him on the ground, and this junior turning in a big play
a weapon, and he has so much speed, and he can generate explosive plays for your offense, not just running go routes and post routes, but how about throwing him the drag, letting him catch it, and use his speed to turn it upfield.
Stop behind the line, he'll lose a yard.
And just nowhere to go for that runner. He had no choice. That defense, they were bringing it up front. Everybody winning their one-on-ones, and they completely had him surrounded.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Trying to pick up a first down.
Let's eat him.
Dropping back, it's Nussmeier. Looking for a huge play.
Jesus.
And it's the third time today. That return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
I like it. It's like laying up on a par 5. There's no time and no place for that. We don't need that, all right? Take your shots. It's third and long. I don't need to throw it 17 yards short of the stick. Nice job taking a shot down the field, trying to get the first down through the interception, but no harm.
They'll send the back in motion. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Caught behind the line. It's Hemby. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. They were able to make the completion, but he had to pick his way for just a little bit. Needed a little more help to spring him for some yardage.
Yeah, if you're going to have success when you throw it outside like that, you're going to need some more blocking and better blocking downfield. Give the defense credit, though. They were able to rally and made a tackle.
And just a great job by the defense being stout. Right? That's your job. Be stout up front, stuff in the run play, make them get in more passing situations, but do not let them run the football. That's 101. Stop the run first.
They are calling for their defense in Baton Rouge. A huge third down coming up. Bringing the heat. Firing to the right, complete. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one. But we know who he really wants to go to on third down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously, the politically correct answer. But you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
Finds enough room to get 3 out to the 34. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Handoff to the lone back. Gets it past the marker. Nice pickup on the ground there. They'll move the sticks with the first down.
I'll tell you what, a few more runs like that, and defensively you start thinking, more guys in the box, more big guys. I better stop this guy because he's unbelievable. Just a great job breaking off the big run, and the OC is going to give him the ball some more.
Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but it was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Breaks into the open. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down.
I got some bullshit.
Trying to get this guy in the ground, man. He's got some serious moves once he has the ball in his hands.
Looking for a man. It's Mendoza. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49.
And the defense needed that one badly. They're losing in this game. They just gave up a big play, so they finally get the sack, but you feel like they're going to need more than that. They're going to need some turnovers to get back in this game.
And the Hoosiers now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Looking for a gap. It's Hemby. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground. We've reached a 2-minute timeout. We've got a tight one, and they'll try to build on the lead before going to the locker room. Ninth play of the drive coming up, but this one will be tough. 3rd and long. Give to the running back. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
And I really don't understand the play call. Palmer, 3rd and long, and they're not trusting the quarterback. Does this say something about their quarterback moving forward? We'll get to that as the game progresses. But, man, I just think you got to trust your quarterback, and you got to pass the football on 3rd and 1.
Let's see what they dial up on this 4th down. Remember, they're 1 for 2 so far in this one. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Makes a grab past the marker. And you can see the offense just feeling itself. They've got it down to the 21.
Now you want to start down.
The Hoosiers come to the line with a fresh set of downs.
And then that whole game.
The run from the shotgun. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
I usually try to run a match, man. Why would you on the D-line? I'm better on the D-line. That's how I get most of my set.
You got to practice being on the little line.
I do this nigga too.
Looking for a man. It's Mendoza.
Makes
the catch. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
You are hurt. You don't say
I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be able to
Say I'm rather shooting
manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the 1st down.
3rd down play in the red zone, and this crowd is at fever pitch.
This
I like you from the boots, man.
the keys.
From the gun, wants to pass. Grab behind the line. It's Envy. Really strong job by the defense. A negative play on 3rd down. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. So they are denied a touchdown on this drive, but they'll try to put up a 3-spot before the break. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. No good.
What you mean?
Remains at 7 after the miss.
Oh, man, that is ridiculous. Knock it off.
That's
Just a couple inches to the other side.
I promise you, like, just stay. That's how it is.
And a missed opportunity.
Like, not without the shaking, but like, he'll do this.
They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game.
Something.
So the penalty will not be enforced. The defense declines and stands on the result of the play. One more snap coming before halftime.
That's weird. I think he's in the ball, dude.
Using his legs, it's Durham. They'll knock him down, and that'll take us to halftime. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors at our halftime update. Fellas, by the looks of
Yeah, that was nice.
4th down. I
Yes,
take it off.
it's a game of inches, but
basically.
man, is that really the case when you consider the length of some of these possessions? Look, I'm not an analytics guy, but I do know this. The team that sustains drives and just moves the sticks might be the team that comes out on top today. With that said, let's send it back to the guys in Baton Rouge.
Yes, it is.
All right, Kevin, about ready to get things cranked back up here.
Bro, I just try to think of what an owner would say and just say it.
LSU ready to boot it away and open
So I
the
took a
second
jump
half.
off. Look.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Indiana sends the offense onto the field. They had this lead to start the third quarter because of the passing game. Didn't get a lot done on the ground.
They did, but the quarterback is in a rhythm. That was obvious in the first half. And so this first drive, you want to continue.
turning it on. Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one.
This is going to be a big key for him, David, with the lead here in the second half, running the football, right? Staying on the field and bleeding the clock.
Yeah, run the football. You're ahead. You can be a little bit more conservative. But again, this opens up the pass. This keeps everything in balance for this offense.
Might as well give it to him again. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Well, the defense was trailing going in at halftime, and I think they made some adjustments against the run. They want to slow this guy down. That's a really nice start to the second half if you're on defense.
I'm trying to say that I'm going to understand.
To the air, it's Mendoza. Got it in the middle, it's Becker. They'll get it to the 48, no need to measure, it's a first down.
Well, the defense did a nice job taking everything away down the field, but once the drag route was caught, they just couldn't rally to the ball carrier in time to make a tackle, and as a result, new set of downs.
Looking to throw on first down. Got away from trouble. Snagged in the middle, it's Hemby.
He'll
be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it first and goal.
A lot of times when you go to the stat sheet after the game, defenses are going to look at explosive plays. Like, we're taught to be top down, stay deep, don't give up those big plays, make them earn it all the way down the field. Bad.
Oh, he's supposed to take care of all the rushing. Oh, I should have.
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And it was closed out by the short yardage touchdown. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game. So, Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
And I tell you what, we've kind of gotten to the point where we expect QBs to be robots and just never to miss and always put it right on the face mask or right on the numbers. And right there, you could tell he just missed a little bit off, and I guarantee he's tapping his helmet saying, hey, that's my bad.
To throw, it's Nussmeier. Here's the pressure. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And the defense at this point understands that the offense is going to have to try to throw the football, all right? They already got a lead, so they're now pinning their ears back and getting after this guy, trying to get him to the ground.
And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. He wants to change this route. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. Absolutely nowhere to go as his defense makes a third down stop.
And after your defense just went out there and gave up a touchdown and let them build the lead more, you really need to come out with this drive and answer. And the running game is not it. They were ready for that. Going to have to create some explosive plays through the passing.
Big tight end makes the grab. That's a first down. To the 43-yard line and a first down for this offense.
And they're showing you their intentions early in the game. It's fourth down. You're in your own end. We're going to be aggressive, and we're not just going to do this early. We're going to do this all game long. Awesome execution on a critical down.
Wants to throw on first down. And
Ain't no way. Ain't no way.
Struggle for this quarterback.
He don't wait.
Finally brought down the what a play. way to get the
He got
football
something
and
right
defend the
They
field
ain't got,
position
bro.
with the
There's no
return.
way. He wasn't even looking at
A lot of
it.
quarterbacks have so much confidence that they can fit the ball in tight windows. How about the defensive player right here making an unbelievable interception, forcing the turnover, big play, big momentum swing.
Indiana has the ball back, and the Hoosier offense comes out ready to go. Well, you'd be hard-pressed to find better field position to start a drive. First and goal from the 10. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers.
I'm not saying anything. I'm just saying we
Now
definitely
it's
was
second and goal. Looking to pass. It's
putting
Mendoza.
my effort. Ooh, tricky.
And that's good for the completion percentage and bad for the yardage. They lose ground on that one. It's third and goal and third and long. Quarterback on the keeper. Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4.
Well, that time on third down, they're trying to see if they can catch the defense napping. They go with the option play, but a great...
And the
Jesus
over.
Christ.
And a little shuffle. And they thought they could pull off the surprise. Well, the surprise was on them. A stop.
Move
Boy,
on.
you
So
look
I'm
smart when it works out, but when it goes awry, you are left to second guess yourself. Wants to go up top on first down. And as he throws,
no.
and his
Come
5th
on.
interception
Ooh.
of the game, a miracle they haven't pulled him yet. And he's out of bounds at
Yeah,
the
look, I'm
3.
going 4
Almost
and you
took
going
that all the way
down.
back.
Let's
Coming out of the tunnel in the third quarter, this quarterback now is really struggling with his decision-making. 2 picks here in the third quarter. This looks like Jekyll and Hyde from what we saw in the first half.
Well, and the bad thing is they're going to be in passing situations. They're coming from behind. They're going to need him to play better. Like, he's going to have to read the field better and make some plays if they want to get back in this football game.
And the D deny them on second and goal. They'll run play action. Pressure coming. Blasted as he lets it go. Couldn't quite hang on to that one, and this red zone defense came that close to forcing a turnover. Third down coming up. This defense needing this energy from the crowd in a goal-to-go situation. On third and goal, they'll throw it. Got a hand on it nicely and broke it up in the end zone.
And it's really good third down defense. You've given up some yards. Who cares?
Oh, look at this. The kicker's going to run it. It's a fake. She's a little giant.
Got the fuck out
Misdirection off the
That
field.
nigga is fast.
I knew he was going to get smacked. I really thought he was going to fumble, but I was like, bro, at worst, I'm just going to slide. That nigga's going to slide in.
And the fact I could have got him because it gave me another square option to grab you. That nigga, like, bro, he started moving.
Lining up for the PAT.
But I ain't never seen that before. But here you go.
Tries to throw for it.
Here you go.
Makes the grab
Oh
in
my
the end zone. They must have seen something
Nah, I
on
see it
film
work.
as they turn the fake into the
There's
two-point
it.
conversion.
Nah, it don't work every time, but I know what your ass do it. It's cool. I got you. I got something. Yeah. See how we doing this big, bro.
Few anxious moments there, but the hands team true to its name as they make the grab and get the ball.
That shit
Bayou
great.
Bengals will run the offense
Like,
out
bro,
on
he
the
even
field.
ran like he was going to
Things
fumble.
about this drive, Jesse,
He
it
was.
can't go worse than
I ain't
last
never
time through a pickup
But
and
he
a
ran
play.
for
No, it
his
certainly
life.
can. I think one good way, Dave.
Catch and stride inside the 15.
That was so fast.
Once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. Sometimes we ask coaches about halftime adjustments, and they go, blah. And then sometimes they make some good ones.
Who is this?
Blah, 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 blah actually works, but it's working now. But it might be too little too late, but at least you got the party started.
Bro, who is this? Bar sharp, bro.
When these niggas get to going, they get to going.
He made it.
Let it make him, bro. It's not, it had nothing to do with the person.
Looking to throw, it's Nussmeier. He's got it in the end zone for the 2 as they draw a little closer. That drive not too taxing on the playbook. One play, put it in the end zone just like that. kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. He'll bring it out. It's Williams. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Indiana sends the offense onto the field. Their lead down to 2 touchdowns as they go back to work on this drive. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Unloads to the wideout. They've avoided the interception all day, but they were lucky to get that one back here late. It'll be second down.
Well, no question where this quarterback is going to be trying to go with the football in this game, right? He's looking for his big play wideout, and the defense knows it. They had him double covered that time.
Looking for a deep man. Intercepted, just what the defense's doctor ordered. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there.
I pressed the button, but he didn't try to.
This offense has it with really good field position. Handoff from the gun. It's a fumble. How in the world?
I needed to go.
It was luck or aggression or just a fortuitous bounce, but at least they've got the ball back.
But one thing I do know, Reese, this running back has got to do a better job with ball security. You cannot turn the football over and expect to win this game. They're very lucky they were able to jump on top of that.
Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you can get much closer, but it'll be first and goal. So close to cashing it in for this offense. Trying to surge it in. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
It'd be interesting to watch this offense really down the stretch because they can't really have that balance, especially when they're going backwards. Like, they're down, they've got to put up some points, got to get some stops. I think this offense has to be I think it's going to have to be through the air.
I love the coverage on defense. In the red zone, everyone's got their eyes on the quarterback, and they're flying to the football. You saw that there on the incompletion.
Plenty of time for one more snap before the end of the quarter.
They won the pick, man. I feel you, but they won the pick. They won the pick.
That's the reason what you got for.
A quick strike, just as we expected.
Yeah, and quick strikes are easy when you got such great field position. Obviously, when the offense starts in such a good spot, puts the defense in a bad position, and the offense takes advantage.
You want to try? I think it got some legs on it. Don't see how fast.
They've done the work to build a nice cushion. Now
Let me get two off,
good.
man.
After 3 quarters.
Nah, they're gonna cut close. Okay, so we should got to.
Here
But
comes
they
the fourth.
catch a nigga off though.
Steps up. Who makes the winning play?
Yeah, that dropped me off, bro. Everyone, bro, he really can make.
Cause I thought you was gonna like slow down, get, and I was looking for a fumble. What that nigga said?
Oh, yes, sir.
And with that kickoff going out of bounds, they will get great field position to start.
That's all I need.
Ball is coming out to the 40 after that penalty on the kickoff.
Yeah, Chris.
They go back to work in the final period of this one. Scanning the field, it's Mendoza. The short hands, it's Cooper. At the 40, there he goes.
Please.
And he was off to the races, finally tripped up at the 36. First and 10 for the offense. To the air on first down. Fires to the wideout. And he'll go out of bounds, and this aerial attack just continues to carve this defense into tiny slices. And wait just a second, the official's going to take a second look at this one.
I just got another thing on going down the stairs.
And they take another look at the play, but the officials on the field were right, and the play will stand. Now down to the 12-yard. Looking downfield. Back swinging for the goal line. He stopped just short of the goal line, but they'll have it first and goal from the 1.
This is so interesting right now, watching this offense stay aggressive. They've got the lead in the fourth quarter, and you're thinking at home, we got to just run the ball and try to bleed the clock. They found something on defense they're taking advantage of. 2 straight.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Hoosiers.
I like the aggressive play calling by the offensive coordinator on that drive as well. There are a lot of coaches that want to play it very conservative, very close to the vest, run the ball, and punt it away, count on your defense, not this guy. He was going to take some shots, count on his own guys to get it done, and now with that touchdown late, they've got a 2-possession lead.
Coming out with it, it's Anderson. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. How about the way they attacked the last time they had the ball, mixing run and pass and winding up in the end zone, Jesse?
That's why recruiting is so important. They've got weapons at every skill position on the field. Any of these guys is dangerous if they touch the football. Let's see what they do on this drive, David.
And so, Palmer, I got to take away something. I can't let them have everything and have success. I got to be aggressive against the run or play for the pass. I can't give them everything.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty.
Oh, no.
Looking to throw, it's Nussmeier. Finds his man, it's Brown. Still running up the ball. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line.
I think if you're the head coach at this point, you're telling your offense, it doesn't matter what's happened up to this point. Obviously, things haven't gone our way, but we have a chance to execute in a 2-minute situation and give...
What time is it? You gotta read it, man. I can't remember that. I can't see it. I don't care about that, man.
It might be a little hot.
I don't care. Yeah, so
I think it's like a barbecue hot.
I think you got the sweet meat.
Yeah, I got the sweet heat, and I think that was another one. The kettle. Oh, that's the kettle.
Yeah,
the kettle
barbecue.
You ready, bro?
There's a chance to win. Let's go do it one play at a time.
What?
Looking to throw on first down. He'll take a deep shot here. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on.
You know, I feel for this offense, if they're going to get back in the game, I don't know if they're going to be able to do it with chunk plays. They're going to have to be methodical and generate some first downs and march down the field.
Right back up top on 2nd and 10. Tosses it
You gotta love what you've seen from the defense in this game too. They knew coming into this one against this quarterback, being as talented as he is, they were gonna have to be really good in coverage on the back end, and that's been the case all game long. They have never let it be easy for this.
Going over the top. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just through his fingers.
It's so nice when you know it's 3rd and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the stick, understand the quarterback's got to be rushed, get him out of this spot. Nice execution by this defense.
Like a warm blanket. It feel like a warm blanket in here.
Going for it on 4th down. Quick completion on the out. And he goes out of bounds short of the mark.
I went past the line.
comes out ready to go.
Oh yeah, I'm confused. Please change that.
The coach wants the officials to have another look at the monitor. Using a timeout here, thinks the call is going to end up going his way. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time.
What's up?
Offense took a little bit too much time at the line there.
They gave me a delay of games because you challenged it. But this game was good.
He'll pull it on the read. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Well, the QB decided to keep it on that one. And listen, if you had his athleticism, you'd want to keep it too. Almost every time they run these types of option plays. But he's just going to have to do a good job of understanding when to hand it off, when to pitch it, and try to keep this defense on their heels and read his keys. He's got a lot of talent. Just got to make sure he's making the right decisions moving forward.
Better get that seismograph ready here in Death Valley. Huge third down coming. Off play action. Fires to the middle.
What's up, Pitt? Why you doing jump, bro?
He puts him in
Wait,
business
set it like a
across the
duck.
50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down.
It's a tough position to be in on defense, right? You're trailing in this game late.
You gonna do this with
Running,
your
you gotta
time
get by
too.
the line of scrimmage, get a stop, get the ball back. They go play action and throw it over your head. Tough spot to be in.
Looking downfield, it's Mendoza. Here's a hit. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. Behind the chains now on second and
One
long.
that is sorry.
Wants to go up top. Throws to the wideout. Catch in the middle. It's Becker. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down. And the Hoosiers are moving quickly down the field. Looking to throw on first down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Cooper.
I'm going to survive that.
He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. The Hoosiers will snap it on first and 10. From the red zone, looking for a receiver. Got his man.
You got him. You see how you just jumped on him?
Pass play in prime position for a score.
Slant routes, they're good against man coverage, but they're good against zone coverage too. If that receiver can find the soft spot between the linebacker and the DB, you'll take that throw all day.
Fires into the end zone.
Yeah, I pressed triangle. He turned around, but I pressed triangle.
From the red zone for the score.
And this offense continue.
I flipped it, and when I flipped it up, I had turned around.
You're
I
going
fucked
to
it
win.
next.
But still
probably didn't give you that animation
still
that you
finding
was
that
trying to
connection.
find.
I imagine
Yeah,
there'll be
try
some
to turn
salty
it.
Like when I was
handshakes
running
in this
across
game.
the field, and one time they just, I pressed the button triangle, that shit just not letting me catch. That nigga didn't even attempt
Lining up
to
to tack one more onto that lead.
Like, they just be like,
That what made me mad.
Like, nigga, I just told you
Switch the
to.
upright, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns, a 21-point cushion in the fourth.
You nigga like abdomen.
Kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. Fielded in the end zone, it's Anderson. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. First
No,
play
they
of this
played down
drive
the
comes from the
I was
14-yard line.
thinking
Might be changing the route. Back to pass, it's Nussmeier. Looking to the big tight end. Wide open downfield. And he'll move his way forward to the first down. They'll mark it at the 35.
Got like that big, reliable security plan. And that's what tight ends are a lot of times. They're just usually big, huge guys that if I throw it anywhere near him, he's going to pluck it, catch it.
Yeah, over there.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground covered. Pick up the first. Passing game very effective on second down. What about here on third? From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the tight end. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on third.
Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch.
Well, that's another completion. This quarterback's on fire. I get it. He's thrown for over 200 yards in this game, but it's because he's got people helping him out. How about that incredible job diving out, stretching out, and hauling that pass in? Quarterbacks love it when they don't have to be perfect every time they throw the football. And this group of receivers, they are helping out their QB1.
Going to swing it on second down. Unloads to the wideout. Finds a man in the middle. Touchdown, LSU! He got loose, and it was lights out after that.
And a nice touchdown. Continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but a nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
No, for real. You have to change it up, bro. You know, knock his ass down.
I'll battlefield and change it.
Getting set for the point after. Timeout called by the offense. 23 seconds remaining in the game. Timeout, LSU. Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. They fake it. Pitch it to the tight end. He's not going to make it in, and the decision to go for two does not work out. Time is against them, still down by 2 scores, but they'll line up for the onside kick. They're on it. They recover the onside kick, and they get it
That's
right
great.
back.
You chose the first.
Liking this team. Obviously, they're down here in the fourth quarter, but they're able to execute the onside kick. They retain possession.
You know the language, bro. I mean, the dude does be better again.
Bro, I kicked it hard. That's just not the stupid. It don't matter.
Dropping back, it's Nussmeier. Fires to the wideout. Got his man to the left. And he was on his way, and they get him down at the 30. First down here for the offense. Wants to throw on first down. It'll be second down. Couldn't make the
Thank you,
connection
Lord.
last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Second down, they'll go to the air. Got it in the middle. It's short. Gets him right into the goal line. Touchdown, Tigers. And they add 6 more to the board.
I'm saying, I love him, but I hate him. Sometimes he be doing boring shit, but then he do shit like this. That's
Touchdown
what
makes it
I
a 9-point game. You've got to kick the extra point right now, and then you've got to find a way somehow, some way to get the football back. You're going to have to score again and go for 2. A lot has to go right, but at least you get that touchdown to give yourself an opportunity.
And he tacks on the extra point.
Please don't, man.
Quick strike offense on
This pass gonna be so hard. It'll hit so hard.
With the final 30 yards coming courtesy of that touchdown pass. Lining up for the onside kick. Just a few seconds to play, and they will need a miracle. That's why they call them the hands team. They're able to secure the onside kick.
That's probably why a couple of times I wanted to make vegetable soup.
coming through with
Nah,
clutch
let me see.
plays,
That was my fast
making the
food.
winning plays at the right time can really set the course for the rest of the season.
Yeah, Reese, maturity and experience matters. And this team has guys that have played a lot of snaps. They've seen a lot of looks. They've lost close games like this in the past. That wasn't the case today, David. Too many guys out there making big-time plays.
And I think belief is what you build. That confidence, you know you're going to win. You don't think you're going to win. You know you're going to make that play in the big moment and continue to build on week-to-week success. And you look up and you're like, dang, we strung a couple wins together.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of...
That's weird.
I mean, but you got 84 or something now. What's wrong with them? Ooh, excuse me. Not the Dukes. Not the Dukes. That boy going crazy. Hold on.
Go. I mean, let's see the NC State's really.
Let's check it. Yeah. Right. No, nobody understood. I don't know. Nobody understood.
You
Is it better? Is it better?
Well, yeah, they put me right.
Trying something completely new.
Welcome to Wallace Wade Stadium in Durham, North Carolina, home to the Duke Blue Devils. As we see the number 17 in the country, the Oklahoma Sooners, taking on a team from the ACC, the Duke Blue Devils. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. The Sooners will kick it away to start us off. He'll bring it out. It's Moore. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. It's complete on the right side. You know, sometimes even a short game like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that and take a shot down the field. And don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play because they know this guy with the ball in his hands is dangerous. He makes one guy miss, he can take it to the house.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Shotgun snap on third down. He's looking deep. Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. Didn't get a chance to show off those running skills, but he gives them the ball at the 29-yard line. So Oklahoma has it again, and here comes the offense. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Grabbed over the middle. It's Lewis. How about this senior picking up some yardage and making a nice play on that one? Another big play for this Sooner receiver, dare I say, Hollywood-esque.
Hollywood is right, and that's one guy that comes to mind, by the way. But this offense, it just does what it does. No matter the name, no matter the coach, whoever it is, it's going to be high-flying, it's going to be fast-paced, and it's going to be really good.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window if the intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Looking downfield, it's Mateer. Takes a hit as he fires.
Boy.
This receiver there, it's incomplete.
The offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
Being started out great on this drive, but then a couple of incompletions, and now it's 3rd and 10.
Oh, no.
And they ruined the drive with a turnover. He stopped not much on the return, but a whole lot getting the football.
Really early in this game, you're seeing the ball hawks on both sides of the ball. Interception on the first drive of the game, and now they come out, and this defense gets a pick in return.
He'll try to take it back. Makes the tackle at the 30 after he picked up 10.
I would feed this guy. Listen, I can run RPOs all I want, but I just need to know if it's a tie, give it to this guy. He'll make plays. He's got speed. He'll hit the hole. He's a physical runner, so I keep feeding this guy for sure.
Quarterbacks love the short passing game early in games because it really helps them get into a rhythm. So a nice job by the offensive coordinator giving his quarterback an easy throw, something he can see, and something that he knows he can complete.
They'll go to the ground. And it's a first down. They'll mark it at the 44.
This is a guy that can find you the hidden yardage. That play, he just pushes the pile to get that first down.
And the Blue Devils have it with a 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on first down. Rushes on him. A little floater there that falls incomplete.
And that's a really good job by this defense. A complete defensive effort. When the back end makes the quarterback hold the football a little longer than he wants to, and then the pass rush gets home, hits him, and forces the incompletion.
And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line.
And a great job by the defense, dropping in zone coverage, all eyes on the quarterback, taking away the options, and then finally the pass rush gets home, gets him on the ground.
Here comes the heat. Trying to make magic with his feet. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down.
And now, and if this offense could go back, they'd be like, throw it away. You know, don't take the sack earlier in the downs because the scramble now puts you in a good 4th down situation. Interested to see what this offense does, but they got to stay away from those negative plays.
Here they come on 4th and short from the 50. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Complete out of the backfield, looking for the sticks. Well, they just drained all the suspense out of the 4th down conversion, moving the chains easily. Really good job there. Don't force anything. Take your time, and he finds his man for the first down.
Yeah, and I think really good job by seeing the defense. Understand that they're dropping back. They're taking away most things. All right, get the ball to my running back. He can make plays after he catches it. Nice job by the quarterback seeing the situation and where to go with the football.
Moving into scoring territory at the 36 on first down. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum.
Man, another mistake by this. Listen, he is an elite quarterback. He's really, really good. He's pressing too much. Jesse, the #1 job of a quarterback, you better protect the football. I don't care how good you are, you better protect it.
Yeah, you just got to take what the defense is giving you, and I agree, David. It looks like right now he's trying to force the big play instead of just checking it down or throwing away. He's got to do a better job working through his progressions right now. He's got tons of talent. He's making bad decisions.
And the Sooners with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. To the air, it's Mateer. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
I tell you what, it puts you in a tough position when you're backed up inside your own 20 trying to come out. But when you're a defense and you can force a turnover and you already set your offense up in scoring position, they are going to be extremely happy, and that offensive coordinator is going to look extremely smart.
Dumps it off in the flats. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
Here's the handoff. And he's knocked down, but there's also laundry on the field. We'll see what the officials have called. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Line getting set on second down. From the gun, the running back has it. Oh, he's got some space. How about that run as he drives it all the way down to the 13-yard line? They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Ball into the end zone, and it's intercepted. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return.
The defense has been all over this quarterback all game long. It's almost as if they know where he's going to throw. That now, the 3rd interception he's thrown.
This drive will open from the 15. From the gun, the running back looking for room. Got enough for the first down and one.
That's scary as fuck,
looking for to get this drive rolling there out to the 35.
I didn't slide though. I didn't even press switch
Oklahoma's DNA is being tough. They have a whole drill about being tough named after them, the Oklahoma drill, and they won that one.
And we've seen that kind of come and go some throughout the years, but it started with serious physicality back in the day when they ran the option and just hit you in the mouth. But, you know, football's involved, and that's the one thing about this offense. Can they keep their physicality and assert their physicality? The good Oklahoma teams are physical.
Gives it on the option. Runs through the tackle. And a good pickup to move the chains, and the clock will expire, and that's how they'll be set up to start the second quarter. It has been all defense all the time in the early going as we wrap up the first quarter, and the stats certainly reflect that. Let's see if the offenses can find a little rhythm here in the second. So first down here as they go back to work. Back to throw, it's Mateer. Unloads to the wideout. And they can't make
it's green and it's missing.
When you're a quarterback, man, I know wide receivers are great athletes and they're supposed to catch everything that gets near them, but when you don't put it right on the center, when they're running a lot of times, it just makes it a little bit more difficult. And I think he did that a little too much for his wide receiver right there.
Second down, they'll go to the air. He'll take the deep shot. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Going for it all. He's got it inside the 30.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field. And they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense moving forward.
Not the most productive half for this offense so far, but finally starting to get it in gear. 1st and 10. He wants to throw it again. And
Yeah, like
runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38.
Well, this defense knew coming into this game, playing one of the fastest quarterbacks in the country, they were going to have to find a way to get him off rhythm. They're going to have to be careful doing it because of that speed, but that is huge for their confidence. They get their first sack of the game here in the first half, and you can all of a sudden see the body language on this defense. It has changed.
He dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. This will be the 8th play of the drive, but a great opportunity for the defense to get off the field. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. What a job to lay out and make the catch.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down, 2nd down coming. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. To the air, it's Mateer. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw, incomplete.
Yeah, and this is a day he would want to forget. This is a day he wished didn't exist. It's
Touchdown, yeah.
this one. You've already thrown 2 interceptions. You just tried to throw your 3rd, but the defense didn't cooperate. But get those feet set.
And he is
Straight to
defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day.
And man, I love guys with situational awareness in football. It's 3rd and long. You know it. He's sitting right near the sticks, ready to break.
I be forgetting how loud that is.
Back to throw. He does, forces the INT. Nice heads-up, smart play by that young man.
Got it behind the line. It's Moore.
And he didn't get a big gain. You want to call that play and probably want to get more yards, but you could tell that was super close from seriously busting loose. Nice job running the screen, getting the ball to your playmaker. If he could just make one more guy miss, that might have been huge.
They'll make the stop, but not before they use the screen beautifully and pick up the first.
That was good.
There on the route and the patience he showed, really setting it up. He got to the defender, was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn upfield for the first.
To the air on 1st down. Pocket breaking down. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the hit. A nifty pickup there. The Blue Devils come to the line in the hurry-up.
Hey, listen, it's important at that position to be able to be good off schedule. Everything's easy when it's on time. You can get the ball out. But when things break down and they get off schedule, you've got to have a guy back there that can make the right decisions. He did exactly that.
And that pressure got to him quick. I mean, you talk about you want your quarterback to feel comfortable. Man, he didn't have time to feel comfortable. He didn't have time to get his feet set and get in the ground. This offensive line's got to do a better job.
Caught near the sticks. It's Anthony. And with that effort, they pick up a fresh set of downs. They have it at the 34-yard line. And the Blue Devils are flying down the field. Looking downfield on 1st down. Can't hold on. He had him right down the middle, and he flat dropped it.
All right, drops are a part of football. It's a part of offense. What's really important for this quarterback now is to come back to the receiver, even after dropping that ball, to show him that you still got confidence in him. You know it's a long game.
Man, this sophomore quarterback unleashed a cannon on that one. The Blue Devils will line it up on 1st and 10. Keeps it on the draw. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2.
You know, you talk so much about QBs, right? Having to make really good decisions. There's a great example. He didn't see anybody open downfield. He didn't hesitate for 1 second. He put his head down, and he took off and went running and generated an explosive play for the offense.
They're looking to throw on 2nd and short.
Oh, you supposed to get rid.
And he's brought down after a nice game.
Well, it wasn't a great start for this quarterback, but on this drive, he seems to be turning the corner. He just looks like he's playing in a different rhythm. He's seeing the field better. It's almost as if the game is starting to slow down for him.
A shot toward the end zone. Another interception. That's his fourth of the day.
And that's another play for this offense that you're just left wanting more. Both these offenses, man, nobody's scoring any points. Palmer trying to execute a 2-minute drill, throwing the ball to the other team. That's not part of the 2-minute drill.
And I think we got to give the defenses credit because they have been dominant and physical.
Just flying through the air like a superhero to make the grab. Got open on the post and then had no regard for his body in making that catch.
Exactly right. You know you're going to get hit a lot of times coming over the middle of the field, but he
right down the gut of the field. Past the 20. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way.
Texas, you want Texas?
if I'm a play caller nowadays, man, I want more guys like this. Just versatility. You can see he can catch it out of the
had 2 Texas
receiver, or he can run it. Nice job catching the football with his hands, using his speed to do the rest and get into the end zone.
Getting aggressive here and going for 2. To the air, it's Mateer. That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out. It's Moore. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. And Duke has the ball back, ready to go on the attack. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
Flips it out to the back. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Got to get to the line quickly for this third down play. Under fire.
What's happening?
Makes a grab down the middle. And a potentially touchdown-saving tackle made there after the long completion. That kind of play will put a jolt into a drive. It's 1st and 10 from just inside the 40. Floats it out in space. And they picked up 9 on first down. It'll bring up 2nd and short. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. And the Blue Devils can really attack on this 2nd and short. Looking to go up top in times, running out the half. Makes a connections. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Back to throw time, running short in the half. Makes the grab down the middle. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend. The quarterback run is part of their game plan. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Duke!
And they pound the ball in for the touchdown, and you've got to like this offense. Finishing the first half really strong and a chance to take the lead in this football game.
And they move on top with the extra point, 7-6. So they got the touchdown, and as they kick off, really important for the defense to shut them down here. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. This late in the half, here's here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. There he goes. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down.
Across the line, it's at 2 inches. That's cool.
Looking to throw, it's Batir. The pass falls incomplete, and that's how we'll finish this half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. The Blue Devils will line up to kick off and start the second half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Guys, we'll get another look at this Oklahoma offense. They got a lot done through the air in the first half, and they might need even more production here in the second.
I think they will, Reese, and I think this is an offense that has proven they're playing with good timing right now. They've got some matchups where they're winning one-on-one, and they're just going to have to keep going back to the well, David, relying on hitting some explosive plays to win this game.
Yeah, and I think we look at numbers naturally, and they're losing. So that's the most important thing on the scoreboard, but they have had success. And so what do? You keep playing pitch and catch. You got to score, but you got to talk to your defense. I need some stops. I need the football back quickly so we can do some more.
And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26.
And the defense doing its job again, getting to the quarterback, getting him on the ground, forcing a third down situation, likely to be a pass. Both defenses have played a really good football game so far.
They'll run the toss. Got room to work. Pass mistakes and still on his feet. They corral him out of bounds, mark it down at the 38, and this offense might have something going.
You're down. Obviously, at the half, you had a conversation. We got to come out and put points on the board. And, Jesse, it looks like they're going to start with the ground game.
And I love this, David, too. Regardless of whether they're losing or they're winning, come out here and try to be the most physical unit here in the second half. Get this run game established.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Back to throw. It's Batir. Caught over the middle. It's Burks. He picks up 4. That'll leave them with 3rd and 6.
That guy might not be the tallest wide receiver in the world, but he sure is quick coming out of his break, and he shows you on that slant throw.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And that one's incomplete. They were just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down.
Well, after struggling so much in the first half, you thought they would have made some adjustments here at halftime to see if they can open up this passing game. But early on in the second half, they're just not really able to get that done. Incompletion on 3rd down in your own end, you're expecting them to punt.
On 4th down, looking for the completion. Makes a grab. He's got a 1st down. And they got the defense on that one, and they get it to the 29-yard line. The Sooners are marching down the field. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. Deep shot for the end zone. Couldn't hang on to that one. This defense has already picked off 3 passes, almost had the 4th. It'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Gonna look downfield again. Makes the catch. It's Burks. Got enough space. Touchdown, Oklahoma. And with that, they've got the lead here in the second half. When that receiver got 3, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback because you pad my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short and he did the rest of the work.
Throw into the end zone. It's picked off.
I will check that out.
By the defense right here. Great job getting up in their space. Nothing easy down here for a 2-point conversion. The interception was just great.
The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. And the Duke offense heads back out onto the field. They had to stand by and watch that scoring march, and now It's up to them to find a way to answer it. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Zings it complete to the right.
I think really good wide receivers do a good job of making every route kind of look the same. You could tell this looked like a vertical route. So if I'm a DB, I'm bailing, and all of a sudden he sits that hitch down. Nice job by the wide receiver, creating enough separation to create a positive gain.
Quarterback making checks. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Moving away from pressure. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Across the 40, out of bounds at the 41, and a big pickup has his offense on the move.
Well, I think you're starting to see some examples of why this guy is inexperienced than a freshman quarterback, right? Obviously, he's thrown a couple picks earlier in the game. That scramble right there, he's got to get down. He's got to take care of himself and slide. Great job, nice athleticism, good decision to take off scrambling and help his offense, but you really are seeing his inexperience shine through here in this game.
Second down coming up. Motion from the back. Wants to fire on second down. Oh, they're after him. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the first down, and he slides in safely.
And he's just proving it time and time again, man. He has that feel. He obviously has the ability to pick up and put him down and go get first downs. But I think the timing of when to scramble and when not to scramble, he's really got that figured out. And you can tell it's going to be a big part of the game.
Well, it's important in this game this offense gets the running back involved out in the perimeter in space where he can do some damage. That time they got it to him throwing the football. He picked up a couple of yards, but it gives the defense something to think about.
And he's brought down after a nice gain.
That wide receiver on the outside is dangerous. When you're playing zone coverage, it's really hard because you're not chasing him. You can't really get hands on him. You got to make sure you send more guys his direction. Maybe slide those linebackers toward that wide receiver so you got a little more help on the outside.
Leaves it with the back. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Here's the thing. I know this guy's not going to win the Heisman Trophy, but he's a pretty talented football player that's made big plays for this offense in the past. They have not had any success when they've given him chances so far in this game. And in the third quarter, you're getting a little nervous, I think, if you're the head coach, because he's a guy you need to have success if you're going to win.
On third and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it. Never bring up fourth down. They've decided to try to go for the field goal here. He'll swing that big leg for 3 from 44 yards out. It's good. He hit that one right down the middle. That slices the lead to 2.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The Sooner offense returns to the field. First play of the drive comes from the 22. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. Dropping back, it's Mateer. Under fire. And he left that one short, tried to baby it in there. He's got to turn it loose.
Well, they're trying to get the big fella the football in the passing game, but they haven't been able to do that yet. He is a really nice target with his size and his athleticism, but him and the QB, they just don't seem to be on the same page right now.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. He lets one fly deep. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and third down is coming.
Yeah, and because of the pressure, the defense gets pressure on him immediately so quickly that he makes a bad decision, tries to throw it into double coverage. Really nice job pressuring the quarterback up front.
Oh, and he just flat dropped it. You do not see this guy do that very often. It'll be fourth down.
This game just feels so different than it did in the first half. After that incompletion, now setting up fourth down, they only have a one-possession lead. Things were looking so much better earlier in the game. They're going to have to get it together throwing the football if they want to win this game.
On fourth down, they're taking to the air. He tries to take the top off. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on down. Desperately wanted to convert on fourth down, but couldn't do it. And Duke has the ball back, ready to go on the attack. Jesse, they had to kick a field goal the last time they had.
Oftentimes early in games, you're just trying to find your rhythm. Some things work, some don't on that first drive, David.
And well, just as you would expect, that didn't take very long.
It didn't, Reese. You've got to make great field position count. When you've got opportunities, you got to pay it off. The offense took advantage, scoring a touchdown. Didn't have far to go, but they got the points they needed.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Fielded in the end zone. It's Sategna. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. Here come the Sooners ready to go on offense. We'll see if that failed fourth down in their own end last time, David, sort of curbed some of the aggressiveness.
Well, you hear about it all the time in football. Go for it. Be aggressive. The problem is when you get stopped, sometimes it puts you in a hole. And Jesse, now the offense has to come out and respond.
They were real disappointed not getting that first down. You can see it on the sideline. So let's just see if that's kind of galvanized them a little bit here to go make a statement and get some points.
They're dealing with a second and long. Linebackers trying to create some confusion. Off the play fake. Throws for the tight end. Pass is incomplete, and by this stage of his career, you'd think a junior quarterback might take a little better care of the football. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line. The Sooners looking to convert on 4th down. We've been treated to an aerial show by these two guys so far as you check out their numbers. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the 4th quarter. That earlier sack really set them back, but they'll still go for it here. On 4th down, they'll pass for it. Oh, he wants it all. Makes the catch, converts on 4th down, is still on his feet. And they finally make the tackle, but this will be a pretty easy conversion for this offense. And the Sooners will have it 1st and 10. Wants to throw. It's Mateer. Bringing the heat.
Hey. Well, I'm talking about that was going to be a clean touchdown ever, bro. It was. It really was.
Last time. Let's see if they throw it again. To the air on 2nd down. Throws to the wideout. And it's incomplete, but the penalty flag has fallen in the holding zone. Let's see what the call is. We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. Looking to fire. They get to him as he throws. Right on the money. He's into the open down the middle.
Who's holding? Everybody holding him.
Going to the end zone, but way back behind him, there's a flag on the field. Offense gets set for 2nd down. Back to pass. Here's the pressure. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat. Enforcing the incompletion.
They've already got a bunch of sacks on them today and another quarterback pressure. This offense has to try to find a way to get the ball out a little bit quicker, to protect the quarterback a little bit more. Whether it's screens, whether it's draws, whether it's rolling your quarterback, something has to change for this offense to protect the quarterback a little bit better.
That is going to give that wide receiver nightmares. He was wide open. I don't know if there was a coverage bust on the back end, but that is a play that this dude needs to make.
Trying to burn this defensive back.
Why you catch it? Let it go. Catch it. Drop.
Lost his concentration and all the way in. And that decision will be questioned for a while. Great place to start for this offense. They'll keep it on the ground to the right, finding open areas. Tough run gets it into the red zone, and they've knocked him down at the 17.
And this is a perfect situation. This is a situation, if you asked me to be in before the game, the coaches would have been in heaven. I got the football. I got the lead on their side of the field. Nice gain on first down. Same exact script. Do it again. Run the football. Run the clock. Let that thing tick down. And if we add points, we add points.
And that hurts on defense, giving up the first on the ground like that. We're in a one-possession game. You've got all 3 timeouts. I think you got to start burning them here to save some clock.
They keep it on the ground. Clock is their friend. That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Back to pass on second down. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Duke.
And man, a lot of times late in games, you see offenses, they get very conservative, very predictable, and then they leave it in the hands of their defense. I like this execution, man. The offense continues to do what they do, and they take the 2-score lead in the fourth quarter, everything going in their direction.
On to attempt the try. And with the extra point, the lead is a dozen here in the fourth. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finished it off with a 17-yard touchdown run. They were ready for the onside kick and executed perfectly, and they secured the football.
Well, here in the fourth quarter, they were obviously expecting onside kick. They got their hands team on the field. They're able
Either
to
in the
jump
middle
on the ball and make sure they get
right there,
possession.
right before the ring.
Back to pass, it's Batir.
It's coming right to you, boy.
Gotta put it on his body.
Quarterback trying to attack the
Yeah,
middle
he
of the field.
flopped
I
ass
like the
room.
aggressive nature, but his receivers aren't 9 feet tall. No one's going to catch that. No one can climb the ladder. You got to bring it down a little bit.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Wants to go up top. Close to the marker, it's Sategna. He gets across the 20 and finally out of bounds at the 19. They're in the red zone. They're in the red zone. 1st and 10 from the 20. Looking to throw on first down. Working that left side now. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. After that last completion, it's second down. Wants to throw again. It's complete. Takes it all the way down to the 4 after making the grab, and they're set up.
You see it more and more. Smaller wide receivers, I don't care about their size anymore. I put them in the slot. I let them get a good matchup. They're so quick, people can't get their hands on them. They make plays, and I feed them the football. These are guys that have a lot of catches throughout a season.
The Sooners are on the move. They'll try to get it in with the run. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Yeah, what a great job by the defense. You got to understand, it's physical time, right? They want to run the football when they start getting inside the 5. Nice job getting penetration, getting the tackle for the loss.
Second down, he'll throw it. Wide out, trying to get it in. He gets it in. Touchdown, Sooners. This game must be moving so slowly for this quarterback. He sees everything 2 or 3 beats ahead.
Way ahead. I mean, it's been really, really easy. I better get some more hits on him. I better do something to make him feel uncomfortable, because right now, it's just like, oh, you're running that? Yeah, that's easy. I mean, he's already read your mail. You better change the address, do something different.
BTA unit on the field. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays, and they closed the deal with the 7-yarder for the score. They got one of the touchdowns they needed, and they'll try to get the ball back right now with the onside kick. He's able to grab the football, and the hands team gets the job done. And the Duke offense heads back out onto the field. The defense will have to key on the run and try to get this ball back. One man in the backfield, and he gets it. It continues to be a long day as they are just swarming every time he gets the ball. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11.
The defense, obviously, at this point is trailing. They need to get the football back. They're expecting a run. They know the offense is going to try and bleed the clock, so you got to be good at the point of attack. They were right there. They gave up nothing on that run.
They're looking at a 3rd down and short from the 33. Pressure coming. Running to Green. Breaks into the open. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 13.
That's such a gut punch if you're the defense, because you're trailing in this game. You've got to find a way to get off the field on 3rd down, but you can't stop the quarterback scramble. He's just been making plays in this game in critical moments, none bigger than that one right there with the lead late in the game.
Wouldn't be surprised to see them go right back to the run on 2nd down and maybe put this thing away. On the ground, trying to pull the plug on this clock. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Yeah, and I'm not surprised. I mean, you put the ball in your best player's hands. Like, late in the game, you've got to trust your guy. I'm interested to see what they do here on 3rd down coming up. Let's call it 3rd and interesting, right? Top clock ticking down. Do I trust my QB to throw the football? I got the lead. I want that clock to continue to roll.
Great job by the defense there. First off, getting pressure initially and then forcing him outside the pocket after that. Excellent effort. All eyes on the quarterback. And you see the speed this defense has. They're going to be putting a lot of heat on this guy throughout the game.
And now on 4th down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. Splits the uprights. It's good.
Well, that's a huge kick right there, because now the opponent has to score a touchdown here in the 4th quarter. That put so much pressure on the opponent. Nice job by the special teams going out and executing in a big moment.
He'll bring it out. It's Sategna. And the ball pops out. Oh, inviting disaster.
Wow, they narrowly avoid disaster there. They fumble the kick return, and if that goes to the other team, all the momentum is no longer with them. So a nice job being able to pounce back on that. And the head coach breathing a huge sigh of relief.
Looking to take a shot. Got it in stride inside the 20. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the 1st down before he steps out of bounds. The offense uses a timeout, 20 ticks remaining. The Sooners will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. Back to throw, it's Mateer.
It's crazy, bro.
Fires to the end zone.
That's crazy.
It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6. Got nothing last time. Now 2nd and goal from the 3.
I'm doing my best now.
Wants to throw and not much time to work with.
My best
For a touchdown. And now in the final seconds, he comes down with a 2-point conversion.
Man, what a great job by this offense. Listen, we'll break that down later, but it's go time now. It's 2-point conversion time. You got to go to your script. You got these written down in the sections. 2-point plays. You didn't know it was going to be this crucial, but late in the ball game, this will decide the game.
He will get there for the 2-point conversion, and we have a tie game in the waning seconds. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Off-play action on first down. Steps away. On the move to the right and looking for a big one. Oh, and it's picked off. This could be huge in a tie game. What a tremendous effort on the final play of regulation, but we've got overtime coming. 4 quarters not enough to settle this one. We're headed to overtime.
And these teams have played so well, back and forth, evenly contested game. How about a little free football, Jesse?
Yeah, I love this, David. Free football. I'm finding out which of these two teams is the most mature. Who can settle down now with the game on the line and make the big play?
We'll get it started here in overtime. Dropping back, it's Mateer. He's got the back in the middle. And he broke one tackle on the way to a solid pickup there. Running backs just have to be a weapon in the passing game, even for little dump-offs and checkdowns.
Yeah, find your matchups. I mean, you think about running back versus a linebacker. We like that matchup in space, and so find ways to get the football to your running back in space where you can break tackles and make things happen because they're just so dynamic.
Good work up front to get that first down on the ground, and now they'll go back to work. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
We know about this running back's versatility. He's made some plays in this game so far, catching the ball. That time, though, he had no shot. Defender bearing down on him. They're able to get the hit and make sure it falls incomplete.
And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
And that can be frustrating to watch running backs not make plays like a receiver, but they're not a receiver. A lot of times when they have the guys around them, the focus that receivers have it doesn't exist in them. And you can tell just dropped the football, lost a little bit of focus, but I think those footsteps were close enough where he heard it.
They make the stop at the 2, but he's got enough to give them a first and goal.
I love the aggressive nature there by the offensive play caller, too. He's not just playing it safe, get a few yards, center the ball, help a field goal kick it up. He's trying to move the sticks through the passing attack. Quarterback makes a nice throw, and now it's first and goal. It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
They'll keep it on the ground to the left, sniffing the goal line. And he never had a chance. Just stopped the hole as soon as he got it.
And with the stuff there, Jesse, on second down, this is the third to mid-range. You got 2 downs. What are you thinking here?
Maybe getting your quarterback out on the perimeter and giving him a run-pass option. See if you can get the defense.
He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete. 4th down's cut.
Quarterback had no shot on that play. He had a defender bearing down on him. He knew he was going to get hit. I think he should have just thrown that thing out of bounds. He's lucky that wasn't picked throwing into double coverage.
Looking for a man. It's Mateer. Can't make the connection, and they get nothing here in the first possession of overtime. All right, guys, so here we go in overtime. And just to refresh everyone's memory, alternating possession starting on the opponent's 25.
And it's so nice to be on defense first, just to set the tone, to understand what you need, try to hold them to a field goal. The offense knows they can do their job to go and get a win. Just 2 possessions, Palmer. Like, you got to be at your best.
Yeah, and I love the new rules, too, because in the third overtime possession, it goes to alternating 2-point plays back and forth. Who's got anything left in the tank here in OT?
They must protect the football here. They're already well within range of a game-winning field goal attempt. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
So on offense, you've got to find a way to put 6 up on the board. You know that in this game, field goals may not get it done. So big-time players make big plays in big games. Who can you rely on?
Oh, why you push up to him?
This running back was not going to be denied. Nice blocking up front to create a hole for this running back, and he was able to take advantage.
It's really the most common type of upset we see every year. The home field advantage is so big, especially when you have a ranked team come to town. They love to play spoiler.
Yes, and what needed to happen happened in this football game. Something good to happen early.
Undisputed.